Hey guys, this is Red Silvers. Welcome back to Let's Play Castlevania. And we're going to go ahead and pick up at the final stage of the game. I've never actually beaten this level. You'd think, hey, he's got a holy water with a triple multiplier. That's going to carry him through this level. And you would think that, but actually, no. We're going to be switching that out really quick. I know a friend of mine actually was complaining about how the holy water breaks this game. So just for him, there is a clock. And that's actually the item that I want. These bats are just as powerful as the first boss of the game. You could potentially sit there and slug them out. They even give you an axe for that purpose. But avoiding them, I think, is better. We'll bring that skeleton up here. And this stopwatch is going to be very big, not necessarily for the boss, like how we've wanted a certain sub-weapon for the bosses. It's actually more for this section coming up, after we deal with these skeletons. And it would have been nice to get that rosary, but oh well. Now this is one of those cases I told you about where hearts are kind of at a premium. And that's because the clock uses 5 hearts. And why do we want the clock and not that dagger? It's because right here we get, returning from the previous stage, the Flea Knight and Eagles. There's a meat up there, but I didn't grab it because we have pretty full health. And I almost went through that unscathed up until that final part. But guess what, guys? We are up to the final part of the stage. And the music is actually different here. And that's really all we needed the clock for. So here we're getting into the part of the game that I've never beaten. If you've ever played Symphony of the Night, this is almost a perfect replica of that. I'm going to show you a little trick here. And this castle keep is probably the one area that you see in every stage of every Castlevania. Maybe not everyone, but most of them. And you can just go down those stairs and come back up and pick up items. So if you wanted to power up on hearts, you have that opportunity. In Castlevania 4 on the Super Nintendo, you can actually get triple items and a bunch of hearts by jumping down into an invisible platform, but that doesn't exist in Castlevania 1. So here we go. Here is Dracula, and he is a floating head. And his attack pattern is very simple. 3 fireballs, whip him in the head. And my timing is just a little off, and he just teleported on top of me. And yes, they give you a holy water. It's like the game itself knows that the holy water is godly, except for one problem. You can't use the holy water against Dracula because you have to hit him in the head. So we're definitely going to want to take a moment and power up now. Now, you might be a little underwhelmed by Dracula here as a final boss. And that's fine because guess what? He has more than one form. And they give you the cross there, which I picked up, but the cross is actually not the item of choice, although it can be used against the first form of Dracula. For the final form, if you've played Symphony of the Night, you know Hydrostorm. Yeah. The boomerang's actually pretty effective for the first form, because you can throw it at his head. Alrighty. Let's see how we go here. The trick is that throwing it means that it's going to go and hit right there. Okay. You can whip his fireballs, as you might have just seen it. The biggest problem that I've been having is that right after he throws the fireballs, he teleports. If you don't whip him just right, your hit doesn't count. Okay. Same old pattern. Oh, but the fireballs went up higher that time. And that was actually a pretty good fight. I've never gotten past this form of Dracula, so this is a big moment for me, guys. And you all get to share it. I do kind of wish that there was a way to make this farming items section more interesting. One of my friends actually suggested doing the Raocow thing where he speeds up, fight, and oh. Well, there was the stairway there. Oh, I really don't want to get a game over here. This last part of the stage is not bad. It's the giant. The first two parts of this stage are the ones that you don't really want to replay on a replay. JonTron actually mentioned something interesting. Oh my god. I cannot believe I fell down the stairs twice. It's like, congratulations, Red, you're on your last life. Fall down a pit. And maybe this is cheating. I'm sure that you could do this without farming the hearts, but I'm not that worried about it. I'd rather have the hearts and not need them than need them and not have them. And JonTron mentioned a little trick with these stairs, and that's actually that if you're close enough and you push the down button, you will move to start going down them. Which is something that I should keep in mind instead of falling down the stairs. Alrighty, let's try this again. Oh, Dracula! Oh. You really cannot afford to sit here and run into him repeatedly, though. And his fireballs do not always move at the exact same position. Oh, game over. Oh! I did not realize that you started over here. Well, guess what then? This is probably going to be... Oh my god. This is going to be one video, guys, because if I don't have to replay the stage, then eventually I'm going to succeed at this boss fight. Because this is going to be it. The final countdown. Ba-da-doo-doo. And yes, I do actually sing the final countdown randomly. To the fat point that if you've seen Roguecraft, there's a part in that where I get told not to sing the final countdown. Good times. Very good times. I'm actually pretty excited about Roguecraft. I thought that he did a very good job with the final episode, and unfortunately my audio was terrible in the final episode, so you couldn't hear me. But I had a lot of fun doing that series. And I know that he's opening up the server, and he actually posted the server information yesterday. So I'm pretty excited about that. Kind of had to be quiet about that until he was ready for it. Don't teleport on top of me, damn it. It's funny that this has kind of become Dracula's default attack pattern in the series. And you'd think that years of dodging this particular pattern would make this a very easy fight. But again, Simon's not very agile. Just because you can sit there and evade him perfectly as Richter does not mean that Simon's going to have the same problem. You do have to watch out for him teleporting on top of you. But this is a close one. Whoa, what was that? That was trolling. Okay, 4 hits. 3. Stay off of me. Because I've got 1 hit left. You've got 2. Oh my god. Well, you know, I don't know why I'm farming so many hearts. The holy water is not going to use hardly any, and it's just making this video take longer. Nope, not quick enough. Oh, you jerk, you did it again. Okay. Just when you think you're good, he'll throw a fireball that does not follow the same pattern. And that really fucks with me. Because as you can see, most of them I jump over just fine, but every once in a while he'll throw some arc really high. Like that, right there. That was a perfect example of what I was talking about, where the fireballs didn't just go... Only ice cold Pepsi can save me now. And I'm not just saying that because of Brick Road, I actually am drinking an ice cold delicious Pepsi. And my soda preferences are very simple. But I load vending machines, so I get a wide variety of soda to drink. Stay off of underneath me. What did I just say? I wonder if staying moving helps with that or not. See, that time he threw fireballs really high. What is your game, Dracula? My game is Castlevania! That was cheesy and I apologize. What can I say? It's hard to think of things to say. Supposedly you can actually get a multiplier during this fight. And if you can get the multiplier and the holy water on the screen at the same time, then you're really set. And we haven't even seen this second form yet, you guys. Although, if you've played Symphony of the Night, you know exactly what to expect. Exactly what to expect. In Harmony of Despair, this version of Dracula does not throw his fireballs this way either. He throws them very erratic. 2 hits. At least on hard mode. I don't know about normal because I never play Chapter 10 on normal. If you want to see Chapter 10 on normal, go check out Brick Road's Let's Play of Harmony of Despair. And it sucks because this is the boss. This and the boss of Chapter 11 would be the ones that you're going to fight the most. Come on now, get a hit. One more. And his head goes flying off. Now, this is more for stunning. You still have to hit him in the face. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So the holy water kind of makes that boss manageable, but it's really not broken like with Frankenstein or with Death, where it just breaks the game. All it does is hold him in place for a minute so that you can fight him. And maybe that's how the holy water should have been balanced overall, but I do not feel any shame for using the holy water against those bosses. Okay, you need to stop being erratic with your fireballs, dude. I would like to try and get to that second form with more than one hit sometime. But that's okay. One way or another, it ends tonight. Yes, I took your money. What you gonna do about it, huh? Huh? You're gonna fly up and throw fireballs, that's what. What is a bag of money? A miserable little pile of secrets. And that's how I got banned from Talking Time. Bam! Oh, if I had... That's where I just did not have the agility to get away from him in that form. Richter would have just slid under there and been like, "Ha! Hydro Storm!" But unfortunately, Simon's bloodline just isn't that badass for a few more generations. Yeah. His fireballs are pretty consistent if I don't jump too soon. And hey, that's kind of cool to learn stuff like that, though, you know? Just stuff that you would never really think about. Oh boy. Come on, bring it! Bring it! There's a certain feeling about that, though. Sometimes you just die and you just have to laugh at how silly it was. Because, yeah, that was frustrating, but it's kind of funny that I took him with me. If I go down, I'm taking you with me! Except that he had another form, so not really. What would be even worse would be like killing Death and then dying to a sickle on your last hit. Which is a thing that can happen. Or Igor will kill you right after you kill Frankenstein with a stray fireball. It happens. And it's funny as hell, and I'm sure it makes for good entertainment. But it sure sucks for the person playing. I also know some games will actually count it as a victory. In fact, there is a Mario glitch that you can, in the original Mario Brothers, you can get hit right as you hit the axe that kills Bowser. And if you're big, you'll shrink. And if you're little, you'll die, but you'll still finish the stage. Like if you're little, you'll die. And then they'll still scroll on to the "Thank you, Mario, but our princess is in another castle." And this actually leads to one of the coolest glitches on the NES, where if you are Big Mario and you get shrunk, the game will keep that you're big. It will still keep you big, but you'll be considered small. So you'll be able to get mushrooms, and the mushrooms will make you small. Like it just gets the sizes backwards. So you can actually get a fire flower while you're small. And what's really funny about that is that when you throw a fireball, you'll grow, throw the fireball, and then shrink again. Because there's not a throw the fireball animation for Little Mario. Oh. Let's see, what else could I talk about? There was artwork released today for a new Pokemon that looks a lot like a new form of Mewtwo. And if you don't care about Pokemon, I'm sorry, but I'm a Pokemon guy. I've been a Pokemon fan since it first came out, because my first job ever was to play the card game at Toys R Us. Now that's a cool job. I don't care who you are. And that's probably part of why Pokemon's always been so dear to me. Right down to the fact that we once had a Pokemon Christmas tree. And somewhere we still have in storage all the ornaments that we used for that. They were Pokeball ornaments and Pokemon from a Burger King promotion, because Burger King had like a million Pokemon toys right around when the first movie came out. And fuck. Here I was just thinking, hey, I haven't taken a hit yet. And sure enough, as soon as I did, he decided to fix that. And so we fitted these ornaments into a Christmas decoration set, because we didn't have a Christmas set at my mother's house at the time. Oh my god, you fucking dick. I don't know that you can get past him when he jumps like that. I don't. Anyway, we had the Pokemon tree, and then to top it, we got a stuffed Pikachu. And that was like our angel on top of the tree, because we had to complete the tree just wouldn't look right without something on the top. So we had Pikachu on the top, and then all these Burger King toys and Pokeballs as the ornaments. And I really wish that there was a picture of that somewhere, because I'm sure someone's like, I gotta see this tree. Oh my god, the teleporting. I think at this point the run's gonna. By the time I'm done with this, that they're gonna be like, yeah, every game was beaten. We're done. Good job, talking time. And I'm gonna be like, but, it's not fair. There was time now. Whip it good. Do do do. Quah. Hoo. I can't help but be reminded of the Mega Man X4 attack sound attacks. Because when you're Zero and you attack, he's like, hoo ha ho, hoo ha ho. And the bad voice acting is the best part of that game. Fucking hell. No! No! Don't let him get too close. 1, 2. No! Oh. Come to think of it, I think in Judgment, actually, that's what makes him so annoying to fight, is that he teleports. And he's like, where are you looking? Or I'm over here, or something like that. I have to say, as awesome as Dracula's voice was in Symphony of the Night, with his cheesy lines, the one that they have in Judgment and Harmony Despair, I actually really enjoy. And he wins, he's like, insignificant. What a magnificent waste of time. Or something like that. It's just badass. Kind of would like to hear the new voice actor do some of the old lines, because I could just hear him being like, what is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. It'd be pretty badass. It's not unheard of either. I know that the guy that was the Zero voice actor in some of the games went back and redubbed one of the scenes from X4. Fireballs to the face. Okay, he really needs to... Yes, big jump. No. Come on. I think this is it. Yes! Oh boy. Oh boy. Game beaten. Should I just sit here and vent and ramble for 300 seconds until the clock runs out? No. In fact, let's do this, guys. And you get some epic You Beat Dracula music when you grab that. You even get points at the end. And then you actually get an ending cutscene. Oh. This video is probably really, really, really long. Whoa, let's hang on now. Let's not do that. Sorry, I was going to check and see how long the video was running, but I guess I'll wait. The ending credits here are kind of silly. They're not ending credits in the sort that you would think. They just throw in all these cheesy little name references. I don't know all of them. I do like that they do throw this in there as a joke. Simon Belmondo. And just like it says there, you played the greatest role in these videos, you guys. Thanks for watching. Once again, this is Red Silvers, and thank you for watching. Have a good night. Check it out. Start over. Same score. Same item. Bet you didn't know that Castlevania had a second quest, did you? No idea if this is any different. But, no, I'm not going to play through. Oh! It is different. There's bats. What the heck is this? Why did nobody tell me that there was a second quest to this game? No, I'm not playing it. I bet there's somebody out there that has, though. So, I'm going to try not to get murdered by bats, and you have a good night.